Young and Single series. Another great episode coming your way today. My name is Abrahams-Appiah. In case you are new to this channel, on this channel we learn lessons and tips to help us navigate the complex maze of late adolescence into young adulthood. We also learn lessons that cut across all age groups. Today we're going to be learning something interesting, and it has to do with self-motivation. Self-motivation. I believe that this topic is interesting and needed for everybody listening to me, especially all age groups. Why self-motivation, or another word for it is self-initiative? I decided to talk about self-initiative and self-motivation because of all the experience I've had with many young ones. We just finished our BEC in our country. If it's in the French world, it's an equivalent to a BPC. And for some, they finished their O-levels, some have finished their A-levels, some are on vacation. And what you realize among many young students is they spend their time at home on their phones or the internet. Some are sleeping, some are idling, watching TV. There is very little self-initiative and very little self-motivation, because for many young people, they have been used to parents telling them what to do, teachers telling them what to do. So there's homework to be done, there's reading to be done, there's learning to be done. So when they have so much time available and there is no clear direction, nobody is giving them an instruction, they are not able to self-direct. And they waste the whole holiday, they waste the opportunities, and they are not able to achieve as much as they could. So today I'm talking about self-motivation. Another word is self-initiative. When we call somebody as this young man is a person with enough self-motivation, we are trying to say this person is able to take action, pursue goals without an external force or supervision. It means he doesn't need a parent, he doesn't need a teacher, he doesn't need a friend. Such a person is driven by an internal motivation and determination to start a task, make decisions, and drive him or herself to accomplish that task. I want to repeat it again. Such a person is able to do what? Start a task, make decision, and drive him or herself to be able to accomplish that task. I did a video called The Driving Force. It's a very interesting one. I wish you would go back and look for it and listen to it again. So, how do we engage or encourage self-initiative or self-motivation among young ones? How can you enhance it in your life in case you don't have it? Somebody will ask, how do I know I don't have self-motivation? If you have to be told to wake up, told to lay your bed, told to read, told to learn, told to do everything, it is a pointer and an indication that you lack very little self-initiative. Such students are very likely not able to do online courses, not able to do things on their own because somebody must tell them to do. So what do? Number one, find out what genuinely excites and interests you. Because people who are self-motivated need intrinsic motivation, something that comes from within. So what makes you happy? I love educating. So that intrinsic motivation keeps me going. I want to learn and share. I want to hear and tell. I want to make people's lives better. It's an intrinsic motivation. Nobody pushes me to be able to do that. Everybody has an intrinsic motivation. Curiosity could be one. Adventure could be another. Silence could be one. Results, goal-driven. So what genuinely excites you? It could be artwork, it could be literary works, it could be buildings, it could be cars, it could be driving, it could be nature. You will find people who have beautiful gardens, people who keep poultry without any motivation. These are intrinsic motivations. So one, identify your intrinsic motivation. And like we said, and continue saying, what is your goal in life? Many people are not motivated to do anything because they don't have a goal. Even for the holiday, have a goal. I have a goal to do a certain number of videos in a particular season. So that goal keeps me going even when I don't feel like going. So have a goal. I want to learn this software. I want to write this article. I want to be able to achieve this. There are many people who are motivated actually by money, by fame, or by success. That's what keeps them going. So have a goal. Is it for career development, skill acquisition, a better life? And then you should realize that you don't have a spare life. That life has been given to you by God. So instead of waiting for parents, teachers, and guardians to always tell you what to do, you must begin to take responsibility. You must be responsible for your choices, your decisions, and the outcomes of your life. The way you find yourself and where you find yourself today is a function of the decisions you made, the choices you have made per time. Making no choice is also a choice. Some people wake up and do nothing. That is a choice. People spend their time sleeping unnecessarily. That's a choice. People spend their time watching all kinds of videos. That is also a choice. What you should also do in addition is effective time management. How are you spending your 24 hours? What are the things you engage yourself in? Many have never taken a time inventory, but do a time inventory and find out in 24 hours, how many hours do you use for sleeping, how many for eating, how many for reading, how many for learning, how many on social media, how many are you converting into relevant skills, into knowledge acquisition, into reading. Recently, I pushed a few young people to start reading a book, very interesting book on success. Because I was insisting, they kept reading. But anytime I stopped insisting, they stopped reading. That is external motivation. It is not intrinsic. An intrinsically motivated person will not be asked to read. That child will read because he realizes he needs to read. When you can manage your time effectively, you'll find out that you are motivating yourself to work better. Another thing you need to do to be able to keep yourself self-motivated is overcome fear. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. Many people remain in the comfort zone. If you have watched the video called Comfort Can Be an Enemy Sometimes, you'll find out that comfort limits us from taking initiative. And so many people who could have done well don't motivate themselves because, well, everything they ever needed, they have. So why do they need to bother? Somebody says, Auntie, why do I need to bother working? My mom has given me a car, he's given me a house, and I have a bank account with enough money to last me for a long season. So I don't need to do extra. Yes, but you don't live only for yourself. Life is not only about you. If not, the billionaires can't spend the money they have on their families and on themselves. There are so many things that you can do with money, with skills, with knowledge. And life is not even all about money. Some people work hard to be able to make life comfortable for themselves, for their generations, and for families unborn. Now, one thing that helps people keep themselves motivated is resilience. When we talk of resilience, it's the ability to bounce back from setbacks. In life, there are many things that will set you back. Academic failures, family failures, financial failures, emotional failures. What do you do when a boy breaks your heart or a girl breaks your heart? You are disappointed. How do you bounce back? How do you keep yourself self-motivated when things don't work? I remember publishing a book and I had made a mistake. That fear that gripped me, that anxiety, that feeling of I failed could have crippled me and prevented me from continuing. But resilience made me take a step and keep moving. I learned from my mistakes and I improved my skill on writing, on all the other things that go with editing and publishing and printing. So setbacks will come your way in your academics, in your learning, in your networks, associations, and friendships, but you should be able to bounce back. Another thing is cultivate self-discipline. Discipline is a value that you need to cultivate. And many people are used to discipline externally. So when you do wrong, you are disciplined. Discipline, punishment are all forms of the same disciple, teaching somebody, student, matetis, you are learner. So we are disciplining you, we are helping you to learn, we are helping you to know how to do something well. And so self-discipline is you yourself are the one motivating and helping yourself to do what you need to do well. If you find yourself in a position where you always need somebody to tell you what to do, you would lack self-discipline. And when you lack self-discipline, life will discipline you because you won't get the benefits of comfort, you won't get the benefits of financial stability, of needed networks, and rising to the position you need to rise. Another thing you need to do is learn to talk to yourself positively. Many times, negative talk pulls us down and prevents us from being able to take initiative. But there must be a lot of positive talk. Believe that you can do it, especially if you're a child of God. The word of God is full of words of affirmation that show that you and I, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. The world is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. So if God is expecting the world to wait for my manifestation, I can't be laid back. I can't sit down. There's something I need to do to solve the world's problem. If I read the scripture that tells me that He has given me dominion, God expects me to dominate and rule. When you do that, you will find out that you will be making positive steps that will help you. Another thing you can do is maintain a curious mindset. Challenge yourself. Think. Ask yourself, what could I have added to my life? What else can I do differently? What is going on in this space? What else can I add to it that I yet have not done? With these things and many others, I believe that you can self-motivate yourself to become a better person, self-initiate yourself to take up tasks and projects that will put you on a certain plateau that will make you yourself look back years later and you will be proud of yourself. Self-initiative is not a one-day affair. It's a process and it's gradual. It's about developing habits and a mindset that will push you forward. Once you have this positive mindset and once you put in these principles to make sure that you are self-initiated and self-motivated, the sky is the limit. You know something? God has created you and given you so much the world is waiting for. And you need to take that initiative to discipline yourself to reach the heights that you could never have imagined you could have ever gotten into. But if you are always waiting for people to motivate you, you may not always find the right people. Conclusion: find also the right association, group of friends, and people who will challenge you to be self-motivated. This and many more will put you on the ladder of growth, of progress towards self-development. I believe we've had another beautiful session learning, and if you apply these principles, I'm expecting that you will have testimonies of changed life, of improvement, and of progress all around. My name is Hannah. Once again, I've enjoyed this session myself. Watch the video, re-watch it, learn a few tips, apply them to your life. Subscribe in case you haven't. Press the notification bell in case there's a new video, you are alerted. And share this video with friends, with family, and other young minds. God bless you for watching. Thank you very much, and see you later. Bye-bye.